Hey guys, welcome back to the channel guys. Welcome back to another episode of Car DIY. So guys, I've screwed up. Okay, so as you can see on my front bumper, it is totally destroyed. Yeah, and this is not a hit and run. This is 100% all my mistake. Alright, so what happened? Okay guys, last week I was in Malaysia. So I was like on a day trip, so I was driving around here and there, and then sometimes when there's a nice song coming up through the radio, you'll be jamming along. Yeah, so it was a song from the 80s. It's like Firehouse and stuff, so I was like singing along, and then I saw the entrance to the car park. Yeah, so I made a quick left turn. I turned, and the next thing I heard it was deep, it was hard, and it hurts me. When it hits the car, right, the pain is actually somewhere here, because you feel hurt because the car is scratched. Yeah, so the missus wasn't happy. She was like, you should concentrate on the driving, things like that. Yeah, so in the end, right, after we went into the car park, we went into the mall. So I parked the car, and I was like, after I closed the door, I was like walking into the mall, and then she was walking around the car. Then I was like, oh yeah, I scratched the bumper. So I went to have a look, and the scratches are really bad. Yeah, so this is one of the scratches that will not come up, even if you polish it, because I actually felt it with my hands, right? And I've washed it already. Yeah, so it's not like there's a paint transfer or anything from the curb, to the bumper. Yeah, it has gone straight in. Yeah, so today's episode we're going to show you how to repair it like a professional. Right, so for today's episode we have a few good stuff as well. We have some body filler. Yeah, I think you can see this. Yeah, so how it works is it's like a paste form. Yeah, so these are small ones. It's called body putty. Alright, so what we will do is we will need to sand down the bumper, and then apply this and wait for it to dry and cure before we sand it totally, and then we spray paint it. Alright, so it will be a long process. It might take a few days too. Alright, so for those of you who are new, guys, please like and subscribe. We have a lot of videos like this coming up. I hope not so many repairs. I mean like modding and stuff. I mean, it's quite fun. Yeah, but this one is usually not so fun. So without further ado, I'm going to start this video and let's do it together. Let's go. Alright, so the first step, what I'm going to do, I'm going to sand the surface. Alright, so this pack that I bought, right, it is quite awesome, because it actually includes sandpaper and includes the scraper, for you to fill up the filler. Yeah, so it's an all-in-one kit, and it is really cheap. You can check out the links in the description down below. So right now I'm going to sand this up. Yep, so we'll have a bit of a time lapse because we don't want to let you see 10 minutes of sanding. Alright, so right now the first stage, which is the sanding, is done already. So the time lapse you saw, right, actually took me about 5 minutes. So it wasn't a great deal of time. Yeah, so what's the main thing of sanding? Because it is really bad. Yeah, so you have to take out a bit of the clear coat and the paint and all this. Yeah, and sand it down so that you can put the body filler in. Yeah, to cover back up into the surface, which is the same height as the paint. Yeah, so right now I'm going to clean it up, before I actually apply the body filler. Yeah, so the second step is done, and I'm going to let it dry for a while because I do not want any water inside. Yeah, before I actually apply the body filler, which is the next step. So right now, as you can see, this is totally dried already, and I'll be applying the body putty, body filler, into all these cracks, because in between all the scratches, right, are grooves inside, and I have to, you know, the grooves is like that. I have to put on the body filler and all this. I have to put it flat so that, you know, the surface is flat again. Yep, so right now I'm going to apply this and, you know, slowly carve out, you know, the whole area that's damaged. So right now I've done the body filler. It is not the best looking, it's not the most professional looking, okay, because I think you're supposed to lay it as flat as possible and as close to the body and filling up the holes, okay, but I think you have to do it really quick, and I've been, you know, messing around doing this and that. I mean, I've been trying, you know, to follow some YouTube tutorials and all this, and this is the best I can do. I think I will have a hard time sanding because it's all so rough, you know, but then again, you know, it's a DIY job, you know, I just try the best I can, and let's hope the end results are really good. Yeah, so right now I'm going to take a rest and come back in a while's time. Alright, so this is the first part of the putty. Yep, so I actually laid down, okay, quite heavy, and there was a lot of ups and downs. The surface was super uneven, so I spent a lot of time sanding it down. And after I sanded it down, right, I mean, you can use your hands to feel it, and I felt that there were some holes here and there. Yep, so I'll be laying another layer of body filler in, and this time round I'm going to do it, you know, as smooth as possible. So the second time doing it, right, I'm definitely doing better because, you know, I can curve this thing and let it apply the putty better. Yeah, so I think the first time I was doing it wrong. That's why I spent so much time, you know, sanding the thing. Oh, I think I know what's wrong. I think it dries really fast, so you have to be quick for this one. Second layer of the putty is done already, and this time, right, I laid very light and very flat so that, you know, it will dry out nicer, and, you know, there's less sanding going on. And the main purpose of this is to fill up some of the holes that, you know, I can feel with my hands. Yeah, so right now it's just waiting for this to dry up, yeah, before I sand it and spray paint it. So it has been 2 days since I applied the putty. Yeah, so everything is, you know, fully cured, everything is ready to sand. So before the masking, right, so just shaking up the cans. Yeah, so first of all, I'll be putting some primer on it. Yeah, so a lot of people don't know the purpose of a primer. Right, so the primer actually makes the paint stick onto the surface. Yeah, so you need this to go on this before the color. Yeah, and I'm gonna end it with some clear coat. Yeah, so this is the same clear coat you all saw on the engine cover video. Yeah, so links to these items will be in the description down below. Check it out. These paints are really good. So right now is the most interesting part, which is the spray painting, and you know that's the most fun part about spray painting. Yeah, so yeah, all the prep work is always the hard work. Yeah, spray painting is always the fun part. Yeah, so right now you need to shake it up real well before you spray on it. Alright, so this is the first coat. As you can see just now when I was spray painting, I was a little too close to this side and starts to have a drip. Yeah, so later on I'll have to fix this. I'm going to sand it first before I go through the second coat because I don't want to layer it up, you know, even heavier, because it will be a more difficult job later on. So just a bit of sandpaper and sanding and so one of the mistakes that you guys can avoid is because just now I was holding it, I was spraying it here, and there was a part where I was doing tap, you know, so a lot of product actually landed on the bumper and it started to drip immediately. Second coat onto the bumper. Yep, so for the second coat, this should be enough. Yep, so right now I'm gonna hit it with some 800 grit 800 grit of sandpaper. Yeah, to smooth out everything. Yeah, because this one can be a little rough. Yeah, so I'll smooth out most of the stuff before I actually spray the color onto the car. Alright, so right now is the interesting part. I'll be spraying on the color of the car. This is color matched. Yeah, so I do not know how close this is going to be. I hope it is, you know, as close as possible. Yeah, so I'm going to spray 2 coats of this, okay, onto the bumper, and let's keep our fingers crossed. And you know, I hope it really looks good. Yeah. Right, so that's the first coat. I'm gonna keep it super light for now because I want to gauge, you know, how to estimate the paint and all this. There seems to be a bit of bubble here and there. Oops. Let's wait for the second coat and see how it looks like, because I might have to redo it. I'm not sure. Oh my. So right now we're going to go for the second coat. So right now we are done with the second coat, and as you can see, so far I'm seeing a almost repaired bumper. I mean, it looks amazing. Yeah, so right now we just wait for it to dry. This part, this is giving me headaches. Right, for those of you who are, you know, more experienced in spray painting, please let everyone knows what causes this. Is this like water or some oil or something? I'm not sure. Yeah, but it looks bad, so I might have to redo this part. Just sanded it down all the way. I can use my fingers to touch it. Okay, it is like silky smooth, you know, it's like baby skin, you know, it's like flat. And I'll be having a special weapon today, which is, you know, my wife's hair dryer, because it actually helps the paint to go, you know, to dry up a little bit faster. Because when you're doing this, right, you don't want the paint to slowly dry up and react with the damaged part. So you want it to, you know, quickly dry up and cure. Yep, so I'll be trying this method. Yep, so fingers crossed. Okay, let's hope it works. Yep, so the key is to go super light and to make it dry quicker. Right, so this is my first time doing it as well. Yeah, I mean, the tutorial on YouTube says this is the method, so let's hope this is the method. So far, no wrinkles at all. So let it sit a while, maybe 5 minutes later I'll head on with the second coat. That's good. Alright, so code number 5. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, you can barely see that, you know, that ring of disaster. Yeah, and I would say I'm quite happy with it. Of course, you still can see a little bit of a round thingy over here. I think the camera can capture it. Yeah. So, but the thing is, when you are, you know, like maybe 30 centimeters away, 1 feet away, and I believe after the clear coat, you should be not able to see it. Yep. So right now, I'm gonna end this up with a clear coat. So for the clear coat, I'll be using some 1K clear. Final coat of the clear coat, and I think should be it. Right now it looks pretty amazing already. Alright, so guys, that's the end of the whole DIY. The whole thing actually took me about a week to do it. Alright, because I was having so many, you know, rest days and all this, you know, in between the videos. Alright, because I couldn't do it in one shot. Yeah, so guys, okay, the end result I would say is quite acceptable. Okay, it doesn't look totally perfect like, you know, a professionally done, you know, end product. But I would say for a DIY, it looks pretty decent, and you know, I don't mind driving my car looking like this, yeah, rather than with all the scratches. Alright, so guys, I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. If you like this, please smash the like button, please subscribe. If you have any ideas, okay, on what you want to do with your car, drop down in the comments down below. Alright, so guys, stay safe, stay healthy, happy owning your car. Bye bye.